Hey folks, this is Gabe at Security.org, and I see your true colors shining through. And today we're gonna check out the true colors on the Philips Hue white in color. In today's review of the Philips Hue white in color smart light bulb, we're gonna look at its design, its feature set, the installation experience before diving into its mobile application, the Philips Hue app, to make sure you have all the information you need to make the right decision. If you'd like to see a list of our favorite smart bulbs, Google Security.org Best Smart Bulbs. If you have a question about today's review, leave us a comment and I'll get back to you. Let's kick off today's review of the Philips Hue white in color, looking at its design. Now, first thing I want to note is that it's your traditional A19 size. Looks a little bit different than a traditional bulb, but you'll note that it does hold that same metal base for screwing it in, and any lamp base size of E26 will fit with this. Along with that, you'll note that it has a hard, maybe plastic exterior that covers up maybe 60% of the actual bulb itself. And then the top looks a little bit more like a traditional bulb. And around the base, you'll have all of the various specifications of the bulb, including the serial number, which you can use to set it up right here written down, which is very useful because remember, the Philips Hue white in color will work by itself, but if you want to control it with the app, you need to have the Philips Hue bridge, which is another external component of the Philips Hue system. Overall, it's your typical white aesthetic, will basically fit into any home's decor, and because of the sizing, should fit with your favorite lampshade. So those are my thoughts on the Philips Hue white in color's design. Moving on from the design, let's talk about the expansive feature set on the Philips Hue white in color. Now, it has 800 lumens, which is the equivalent of 60 watts from a traditional bulb, but it's only gonna use about 10 watts of energy because it is an LED bulb. So not only is that better for the environment in general, but also gonna be better for your electric bill. Now, one thing I want to note is that it has all the features you've come to expect from a traditional smart bulb. You can set schedules, you can set scenes, you can basically change the color, dim it to whatever you want. And that's 16 million colors possible with the Philips Hue. Now, beyond that, you'll note that it does integrate with a host of smart platforms. You got your big three, Google Assistant, Amazon Alexa, and Apple HomeKit, but it also integrates with Wink Hub, your Nest ecosystem, along with many others. So we're overall pretty impressed with all the integrations that Philips have put into the Philips Hue white in color. Whoa, hold on. I really hope you're enjoying today's review of the Philips Hue white in color smart bulb. You want to be kept up to date on all the news regarding smart bulbs, password managers, VPNs, smart home security. Subscribe to our channel. We're dropping new content weekly. All right, let's get back to the video. Now that we've gone over the design and feature set for the Philips Hue white in color, let's talk about its installation process. Now, it's a pretty straightforward setup, but you have to remember with any Philips, it is a two-part process because you have to have that Philips Hue bridge installed on your router. And that's a pretty easy process, but it is a requirement. These are not standalone bulbs if you want that mobile app ability and compatibility. So one thing about the Philips Hue is that once you have your bridge set up, you're gonna wanna plug it in, turn it on, and then you go into your mobile app and search for new lights. Now, it should find this light, but if it doesn't, you can also input the serial number here. Once it finds that serial number, the two will sync and you're ready to go. You, of course, will place it in a particular room in your home, you'll give it a name, and then you can control it to your heart's desire. So that's the easy and straightforward setup process with the Philips Hue white in color bulb. The final thing that we want to look at when checking out the Philips Hue white and color light bulb is its mobile application, the Philips Hue app. Outside of smart platform integrations, this is where you can be doing the bulk of your interfacing with your light bulb. So fortunately, people tend to like it. It has a 3.4 out of 5-star rating in the Google Play Store and a 4.4 out of 5-star rating in the Apple App Store. So let's go ahead and check it out on my iPhone 7 Plus. So here I am in a more comfortable position to check out all of the utility with the mobile application for the Hue light bulb, the Philips Hue app. Now I'm in my typical scene called Baron Hue Hub, and I just want to give you an idea of what you can do within the app itself. Now if I click here, you'll note that there are two scenes set up, my coming home, which I can tap, and odd. Yes, it's a nice calming green, and I really feel as if that puts me in the mood when I come home. Now you can set up any scene you want. So if I tap on new scene, let's say I want another calming, I can go here, I can give it a nice name. I can call it calming blue. Oops. Save that, and now I have another scene. Now, if you just want to change the color of your Hue app to begin with, you tap, of course, there. You can move it around. You have your palette. It's very straightforward. And if I wanted to go back, I can go look at the various routines that can be created. So now you have your home and away, your wake up, your go to sleep, and other routines. Now, for home and away, one thing I want to particularly note about these routines is that you can actually set up location aware. So if you note here, it says you can automatically trigger the coming home and leaving home routine based on your location. That's basically geo-fencing, where it's taking note of where your mobile phone is located and setting that scene. Now, if I were to tap on it, you could open the settings and it would allow you to access your location. Now, I don't want to do that now, but it's just something to be knowledgeable about. Of course, your wake up and go to sleep are various routines that you can set up to slowly turn the lights on to help wake you up, or the go to sleep, which is my favorite one, is kind of nudges you to go to bed around the time you'd like. So I say go to sleep 1 around 10 o'clock on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It'll fade out the lights over 30 minutes. I can decide on the rooms in which I want that to go on and hit save. Now, if I look at settings, you'll note that I have the Hue bridge, because remember, the Philips Hue white and color is not a hubless light bulb, and you have the various organization of your rooms and zones in your house, and the ability to set up new lights and accessories. So that's our look at the functionality of the Philips Hue app. All right, we've gone over a lot with the Philips Hue white and color, but you were saying, Gabe, please just tell me, is this the right one for me? And I'll say this, it has a robust feature set that has everything we've come to expect from today's smart bulb. It has a highly rated iPhone app, so if you're an iPhone user, you want to keep that in mind. And finally, it has a lot of flexibility when it comes to smart platform integrations from Apple to Google to Amazon to Nest. It's really bringing a lot. But if you want a hubless bulb, you're not going to get that with the Philips Hue. Or if you're particularly price conscious, you're going to want to look at some of its competitors that honestly bring a pretty similar product for less. However, if you're looking to really just jump into the action with smart home illumination, the Philips Hue white and color is a great place to start. So that concludes our review of the Philips Hue white and color smart bulb. If you appreciate today's video, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. As always, this is Gabe, Security Baron. Be secure.